Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Saturday, August 16th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We want that for you, right, Bubs? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Whatever doesn't fit, just leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Rob Barthelman's Intuitive City Oracle. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and he also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. We got one on the table, two on the table. Ooh, I know. Meow, meow, meow. We got four on the table. We've got one major. Five on the table, six on the table. I know, baby. We got six on the table with one major. No reverse. You need to go lay down, buddy. You need to go lay down. Right? I was looking at my nightgown / dress, and I thought there was like something on it, and then I realized it's the tag on the inside of the dress. All right, two more shuffles. Two more shuffles. Got seven on the table. Last shuffle. Eight on the table. Nine with bottom of the deck. Just one major, no reverse. But what the? Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. The High Priest. The Ace of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but those are steps. Like they look like, I mean, they're not steps, but they look like giant steps. I always thought that they kind of like the stairway to heaven, but not. We got the Moon. Five of Swords. The World. And Chariot. The Chariot, sorry. I always like to add the and then take it away from other cards. Whoever this Empress energy is, and you can turn it into an Emperor, it doesn't matter, it's just energy. Whoever this Empress is, They have a new beginning coming in for them. This was with the moon card. There's some type, and the moon card and the 5 of Swords, there's some type of discussion that's going to happen between two people, between this Empress and someone else. And there's going to be some type of truth revealed to them. But whatever comes after for them, whether it's them getting with a person or them just finding something out and it changes like their whole existence, something really good is coming in for them. That's a lot. It's a lot of energy in those cards. Top of the deck is Strength and the Tower and the 8 of Pentacles. Someone might feel like they're a work in progress and they're constantly being like delayed, but the energy there is there to succeed. Okay. Bubbles, go lay down. You're annoying me. I told you. This is why I didn't want to let you in here. We got King of Swords. We've got Death. It's the only major out here. We got 2 of Cups. We've got King of Wands. There's a lot of kings out here, just so you know. We got 5 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Knight of Swords. And bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. He's playing dead on the floor. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. This King of Swords, whoever this is, like someone... The 2 of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, okay? This could be like a work situation, career, that kind of thing. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a lover's relationship. You could liken that to a friendship, a relationship with a family member. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you this. Whether you want to look at it as a relationship, whether you want to look at it as a job, someone puts an end to a situation. Again, whether it's a relationship or a job. Like they walk away from it. With the King of Wands, they think there's something better out there. Like, let me go look for better. I'm going to find something better out there. The thing is they go out there and they're looking for something better. It's okay, Bubby. Whether it's another person, whether it's a job, a hobby. I mean, technically, it literally could be anything, okay? 2 of Cups just implies that there's harmony there, there's union there, like you're at one, you're at peace kind of thing with whatever it is. So again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. Take how it resonates for you. They go out looking for whatever it is they're looking for because they walked away from that other situation. And they realize that they're not finding better. They're not finding greater. They're just finding a lot of either the same or mediocre, right? In the background, whatever it was that they left. Now there's a Queen of Wands here, right? Most readers would tell you, oh, this is a person. This is a feminine or masculine, but whatever. They would say this is a person. I'm not going to say that. Whatever it was that was left behind is still there patiently waiting. Whether it was a person, a job, a hobby, again, whatever resonates. It is still there patiently waiting. Like, I'm just going to sit here and be while this person goes off and does their thing. This King of Swords and Knight of Swords energy are the same. They're of the same being, person, energy. It doesn't matter. It really. So this King of Swords / Knight of Swords is deciding to swing back around and take action on whatever this Two of Cups, Queen of Wands situation is. Okay? Because they're one and the same. The thing is by the time this King of Swords / Knight of Swords swings it back around towards this Two of Cups, this Queen of Wands, are they going to be accepted there? Or is this just going to be heartbreak with the Three of Swords? Because whatever this situation is, yeah, it's still there. It's waiting, right? It's patiently waiting. But the thing is it waiting for the King of Swords / Knight of Swords? Or is it waiting for someone else or something else? And again, you can liken this to a career, right? Like, King of Swords decides, I'm going to leave my job. I've been there for 10 years. You know, I work for a Shell gas station, okay? I'm just going to throw out some random shit for an example. I work for Shell gas station. I'm going to leave them because I think I can do better. I think I can find something better, right? Going out there, looking for a job, and realizing they worked at a gas station for 10 years. And this is not at all meant to be mean or demeaning. They worked at a gas station for 10 years. So they're going to apply at other jobs, possibly in retail, possibly office work. Office places might be like, you don't have any office experience. You only worked at a gas station. I can't hire you till you get office experience. You cannot get office experience until somebody hires you, right? It's a conundrum, right? They might apply at a bunch of retail places and then realize, well, why did I apply there? Like, that would be worse than working at where I was. I should have just stayed at where I was then, right? The Shell gas station is still patiently waiting. It is still there. And this King of Swords / Knight of Swords is going to run back towards their job and be like, hey, did you hire anybody yet? Because, like, I need a job. Like, I can I come back? And it's like, the boss at Shell gas station being like, no, you left like 3 weeks ago. Like, I hired somebody. Like, they're already working. They already took your spot. Shouldn't have left. I'm gonna say this because I've said this in regards to myself too, right, guys? If you subscribe, I've said before, when I started my business last year, my business was based off the fact that I was running my TikTok account, which went viral, and I was starting my YouTube channel, and I can do paid readings and all that stuff and do it legally, right? But I never made any money off. I haven't made one dime. It's been over a year now. I haven't made one dime from my business. And I work full time. And that's the thing. I work full time. Like, when I started my business, I wasn't going to just quit my job and be like, okay, I'll just see what happens. I mean, that would be kind of asinine, right? That would be insane. That would be crazy. Like, I don't know that I'm going to get paid readings. I don't know that I'm going to make consistent money off my TikTok. Like, like why would I give up a good paying job? I work 40 hours a week. If I want to work more, I can. Like, why would I give that up not knowing what's next? You know what I mean? It would be one thing if my TikTok went viral. I was getting like 100 paid readings a month from everybody, and I started my business, and I just, was making more than enough money from paid readings and from TikTok to be able to quit my job. That would be one thing. But even then, I got to be honest, like I feel like I would still try to keep my job and do as much as I could on the side, because the whole point, let me say it like this. There are a lot of TikTok creators that rely on their TikToks to make money for them so that they can survive. And there are some on there that have actual jobs, full-time careers, and whatever their TikTok business is, whatever they make from their TikTok, that's extra money. Like they pay off their mortgage with that. They pay off their cars with that. They buy a boat with that. You know what I mean? Like they're using that money to get ahead, not fall behind or stay even. You know what I'm saying? It's like whoever this is, this King of Swords / Knight of Swords energy, did not really think it through. Did not really like realize what they had, you know? Like, yeah, the grass is greener on the other side. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Any type of phrase that you can think of, like this person, this energy thought, like, oh, maybe it'll be better over there, maybe it'll be good over there. Not really realizing, well, shit, I left something that actually was pretty fucking great. And I use the Shell gas station job as an example, right? And there's a reason why I use that. Most people would look at a job like that and think like, oh, well, that's a shitty fucking job, blah 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 blah. And probably not, it probably doesn't technically pay the greatest, but if you get in there and you stick with it, you probably would make a decent amount of money as long as you're reliable, you show up to work, you come in on time, you do your job, you don't bitch, you don't get complained about by customers, and you go home. You could always have a job at a gas station. Because let me tell you something. My brother used to work at a gas station, and my dad works there part-time in his retirement. He works at a gas station. And let me tell you something. If you get in there and you're a good employee, they're never going to let you go. And gas stations always need people, because people don't want to work nights. People don't want to work weird hours. People don't want to work by themselves in gas stations. Nowadays, most gas stations don't have like single employees. Like there's usually like 2 or 3 people there for safety reasons. And I've noticed that a lot throughout the last couple of years in our area where we live. Like there's usually 2 or 3 people on duty at a gas station. But yeah, it's a job that's always going to be there. It's always going to be reliable. Like let's say if I wanted a part-time job, getting a job at a gas station would probably actually be a good idea, because I would always have a part-time job, They always need help. And that's the thing about jobs like that. People look at jobs like that and they turn their nose up at it, They think, "Oh, I wouldn't want to fucking work at a gas station." Okay, but it's actually a stable job. Everybody needs gas. Everybody's going to come in and buy gas. Everybody comes in and buys lotto tickets. Everybody comes in and buys a Red Bull, buys a beer, buys a pre-made sandwich. Like, it's just like working anywhere else. It's just like working at a grocery store. It's just like working, at a Gap or something. People tend to look down on jobs like that. And the thing is when you look at a job at a gas station, it's actually a pretty reliable, steady gig, whether you want to do it full-time or part-time. But that's what I'm saying. Like, It's like somebody realizing, like, I had this really great thing and I just threw it over for what? To chase a dream? To what? Like what? And if this is a person, right? You know, if this Two of Cups and this Queen of Wands is a person, and this King of Swords slash Knight of Swords was like, oh, no, no, no. Like, I really like you, but I don't know if it's going to work. Like, we have differences, this, that, and the other. Like, I think we should take a break, or I think, I don't want to get into a serious relationship with you. And they go out with the King of Wands and the Five of Wands. They're like, oh, I'm gonna see what's out there. I'm gonna see who's out there. Maybe I'm gonna date around and see what's up. And then kind of realizing, like, and again, not to put people down, not to put anybody down, but to realize, like, it's really just a lot of the same out there. And if it's not a lot of the same, it's like getting to know people and realizing they're not as good as the person you left behind. And part of that is because when you get to know somebody, you get comfortable with them. When you break up, when you decide not to become a couple and just stay friends, and you go out there and now you're dating and you realize, like, well, I was really compatible with that Queen of Wands. Like, I was really, like, we had a lot in common, and we actually had really good conversations, and we talked a lot, and like there was a lot of love there. Even if like there was no talk of love, there was love there. There was empathy, compassion, sympathy, all of the emotions. Like, why would I leave that and go towards the unknown? And it's not to say there's nothing wrong with, you know, realizing something has played out and moving on with your life. But that's not the case here. This is someone leaving a good thing and going out and not finding better, and then realizing, like, hey, can I come back to this good thing? Like this awesome thing that I left behind? I don't know. Can you? You know? I know, baby. Okay, so I don't know why, but I'm saying, like, I keep seeing like a green field. I don't know if it's like a park or like a forest preserve or like somebody's farm. And then I was seeing like a red truck, like a red pickup truck. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I could ramble on about this for a day. The grass is greener, right? We talk about it all the time. Or we used to. We haven't talked about it probably in a while. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. All right. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if anything you were entertained. I hope you all have a great day and or evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.